Today I decided to speedrun Red Ball 4, which is exactly how it sounds. It's a game about this red ball and he's got to do parkour, but there are these evil gray squares that you got to be careful, because if you don't, they're gonna bite you. They look like they bite too. They're kind of freaky looking, I don't know. But needless to say, we're gonna be the speediest red ball to exist. And we're going to be doing that in Green Hills, the first volume of this game. The first level is pretty simple. It's just teaching you the basics of the movement. You hold right to go right. You jump. You freaking go over this cool looking bridge. You got to move this box though. It's teaching you your problem solving skills. You move the box so you can hop up on a ledge and you're done the level. The second level is where things really start. We got these platforms we got to hop over, easy enough, but there's this big gray cube and we're going to squish them to death. Yeah, this game is kind of violent for a kid's game, but I'm all for it. Next, we gotta knock this peg so that this piece of wood falls down so we can hop up this mountain and we're done the next level. Level 3 introduces a cool concept, water. And unfortunately, our ball doesn't have limbs, so he cannot swim, so we don't want to go in the water. So after we carefully maneuver around this big puddle, we find a boulder and a gray cube beside it, so you know what we're gonna do. After committing acts of violence, we're gonna be pushing this boulder over to the right so that we can scale a freaking big cliff and get to our next checkpoint right over yonder. We then roll down the mountain, hit this sick freaking jump off the ramp, and we're on to the next level. Level 4 introduces another new concept, a rolling platform. So we're just gonna hop inside here, maneuver it over, almost tip it over, but that's beside the point. Use it as a platform to jump onto this cliff, barely making it, but again, we don't talk about it. Now we're gonna death-defyingly hop over this gaping chasm and get greeted by a boulder and a box. Seeing as there's a chompy goober over there, you know what we have to do. We stuff him in a pit and crush him with a boulder, of course. We then push the box over his dead corpse like it's just another Tuesday. And just like that, it's on to the next level. At level 5, we hit this big sick jump before we're greeted by yet another boulder and yet another chompy square guy. And as you may notice, just like us, he doesn't have limbs. These morals are quite dubious at best, but there's no time to dwell on that because we got a funky bridge to cross. We wait for our little platform here to take us to about just over halfway, and then we can make the jump ourselves. We then roll off to the next level, forgetting all the crimes we just committed. Level 6 starts off with this weird funky ladder platform thing that if we miss, we lose a lot of time, so we make sure we get on it as quick as possible. And after getting this checkpoint, we push this box across these platforms, hop on top of it, and we're ready to push this cart. After going on the best roller coaster we don't get to experience, it's time to maneuver the cart so that we can put the payload on it. And by payload, I mean a little wooden box, because I'm too small to get up that big mountain, and we're gonna need some help. So we push it on over, and we hop on up, and we skedaddle on over to the next level. Level 7 starts off with this little goofy teeter-totter frickin' platform, so we take advantage of it and hop up a mountain. The game then introduces a new mechanic, pushing a platform. I really don't know why they decided to make me push that platform, but here we are. I'm hopping up a platform. I'm doing it, I guess. I don't know. Forgetting that, all we really have to do is hop over this platform and we're on to the next level. Level 8's more of the same. We have a different platform, but we still have to push it. Yippee, I guess. We then hop over these little tiny pillars on top of the little frickin' goober and over the chasm of death. We then get to introduce this little chomper guy to gravity, which I had way too much fun doing. We then hop over 2 scary chasms before getting greeted by a cart that we have to push yet another box onto. Although I do kind of mess it up here, so I gotta do the walk of shame and push the box back, but we get it on the second try. You didn't see anything, that was totally my first try. Regardless of how many tries it takes, we finally get there, push the box on over to the end of the frickin' mountain, hop up this windmill, and we're on to the next level. Level 9 starts us off with committing first-degree murder on an unsuspecting victim. We then have another one of those boxes that needs to cross another chasm, so we hop over it and create a path for him to come along. Now it's more of the same, just pushing a box so that we can jump up to a platform that we couldn't previously, and I didn't push the box far enough. That's kind of awkward. I'm going to push it a little bit more, and we're on top of the platform. Now we're going to use this crank in order to crank up this platform so that we can hit an epic ramp and get our next checkpoint, where we pop over these freaking bobbing boxes on water. Easy enough. We then just keep rolling over another platform. The game's pretty easy, I don't know. Level 10 is one of my favorites. First off, we get a freaking little roller coaster to start it off. That's always fun. We then commit yet another act of violence on the little chomper guy before using this water wheel to get up to our next checkpoint. After which, we get another section of teeter-totters, and I'm gonna have to take out these freaking chomper goobers because they're messing with my vibe. I'm gonna be honest. So after taking out the second one, I reset the teeter-totter, use it to jump up and beat the level. Level 11 is another good one. We start off with a sick, goopy ramp, and I didn't make it. I'm kinda bad. But the second time is the charm, because we make it this time, push the box, bob over it, hit a sick jump, we're there. It's again more of the same with this next checkpoint. We push the box over a platform so we can reach it, but then we get to hit this freaking sick loop-de-loop, okay, and we're on to the next level. By now, I think you're probably starting to get the gist of what this game is. We get a bunch of platforms, we push them places so that we can get up platforms, and that's really all there is to this game. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough here, so I'm gonna have to reset, do lose a bit of time, but I mean, it happens. I'm not too unhappy with what happened here. I do manage to get it on my second attempt though. We even save a bit of time there before we push this boulder off this hill, and that's hard to look at, I'll be honest, even for me. We then get these freaking piston platforms that we have to time perfectly so that we don't drown in the water, but after that we beat the level. Level 12 starts us off in this little tunnel, and I almost run into the freaking goober guy, but I make sure I don't. We then have to wait for him to exit the tunnel so that we can hop over him, push this box over to another freaking little goober platform, jump up. We're just jumping. We then get a platform with another one of these winch thingies, so we push it about halfway, then I just jump the rest because I'm him. We then commit one last act of violence before beating the level. Level 13 just sucks and I hate it. It's pretty easy, you just push this platform down, but you have to jump on top of it before it falls. I kind of struggled to get the timing here, so I failed on my first attempt, but the second one I was a little more relaxed and I finally made it. We then have yet another boulder trying to cross an impassable gap, so we push the wooden platform over so that we can then roll the boulder over. We're going to be jumping up a hill on the other side. You already know what we're doing here. It's pretty self-explanatory. The game's kind of repetitive, but it gets better in the later volumes. We then commit more acts of violence, hit one, drown one, and we're on to the boss stage. Level 15, aka the boss arena, gets a little more spicy dicey, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We have to learn his moves, which is pretty much just him rolling, and then we hit him. It's pretty simple. It's a kid's game. They're pretty simple moves, but we managed to get him a perfect one cycle here. He then starts spawning these little goobers in. We just have to kill them, jump over him again. He's gonna spawn some more goobers in. We're gonna kill those goobers too. Lo and behold, I freaking jump on top of the one goober, combo wombo, accidentally get hit by the guy. That's my bad. I don't think I lost any time from it though, so we're all good, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, he spawns in these helmet wearing ones. We just have to hit them twice and they go down just as easy. So I'm gonna do that now, and then the freaking boss moves on to his third and final stage, which is honestly easier than the first one. He just bounces up and down and then gives us our hit window, so we're just gonna keep rolling underneath him when the time comes, bonk him on the head, and he's on 1 heart, so we're gonna finish off our game, hit him one more time in a time of 8 minutes, 2 seconds, and that's pretty darn good, I'm gonna be honest. 8 minutes and 2 seconds is a pretty respectable time, and looking at the speedrun charts, it puts us at 383rd place in the world, right above Unus Annus. And on a chart of 413 people, that's pretty darn good in my book. That's about all I got for you today though, so drop a sub, come back next week, the grind never stops.